Hi YouTube, this is Retta. This is like video number 4 of the Stephen Paddock. I know you guys are like, what's going on? Because I tell you guys a lot. I have Retta's Reading Room on Facebook, and I do readings there too. Because a lot of things that I do here on YouTube, I can't do. So some of the readings I do privately in that room for discussion, stuff like that. There is like a mandatory 3 questions you got to answer before you can get accepted into the room. It's kind of trying to weed out, you know, people that aren't going there for the right things or whatever. But yeah, so come join me on Retta's Reading Room. I did a reading on The Girlfriend. The Stephen actually finally came through when I was live on reading. He came through for a tiny second, and so I did a reading on him, more likely his girlfriend. So today I'm going to work on the brother, because his brother is what I say is a strange duck. I watched 2 interviews on him. I watched 2 interviews via Bombard's Body Language, and while mostly, a lot of times I agree with her, some things I don't agree with her, but I do find, you know, her commentary very interesting when she goes through. So he had 2 videos up. He has one, his first interview, where he was drastically different than the second interview. I mean, he was strange on both interviews, but one, there was more type of baffled and angry at his brother. It was just really weird. And then the next one, he was very, you know, portraying his brother a whole different way, basically. You know, it was just a weird video. So if you haven't seen his brother's interviews, go check both of them out. Me personally, if a family member or my brother or sister did something like this, I don't know if I would be quick to be doing interviews. I don't think I would be in the mindset, but he's just strange. And then in the second interview, he kind of made like some type of mistake. He almost told. I wanted to say he was about to say his brother was in the arms dealing, to tell you the truth. So, let me know what you guys think of that second interview, and what did you guys think that he almost spilled the beans and caught himself. He almost spilled the beans on a couple of things. His behavior was just very strange. I want to see his brother. I want to see about him. Because it seemed like the first interview, like I said, he acted like, you know, him and his brother wasn't close, that he really didn't have good feelings for his brother. Basically, that's the feeling I got. And then on this second interview, it was like, oh, my brother's the one who made me a multi-millionaire, this and that. And we had apartments, and we have a lot of money, and, you know, he had an answer for everything. It was just like 2 put together. It was like he was answering questions that weren't asked. He was overly given information. And I find when people overly give you information, that they're trying to persuade you or to get you on their side to make you trust them. Like they're overly giving you information that isn't needed. And it was just really weird. So I want to see this Eric Paddock. And then I find strange that even this guy's birthday and everything is online on Wikipedia. Not that I know if it's correct, because it's saying that his birthday, I did the numerology, it's saying he's the Empress. I wonder if that is his birthday, because, I mean, he would have a lot of feminine energy. He would like a lot of expensive things, nice things. He probably, you know, enjoys sex a lot. It's just weird that his brother is the emperor and he would be the empress. It just is very strange dynamic, you know. So I'm not sure if those birthdays are right. So I kind of like this deck. Remember, I don't really know too much about it. I used it the first time. right here with you guys on YouTube. So let's see what this says. I want to look around him. So this is Eric Paddock. I just want to see the energy. So what I usually do, you guys don't know I don't really use spreads, but how I like to lay this down is because this is his mind. I put on the top like the thoughts, things that, you know, he's been focusing on a lot. These are like the main issues that I put in the center. These are like the main issues, like the things that come to head for him. This is where his thoughts is. This is like his main issues, and then this is the foundation of everything. So that's how I kind of put the cards, just so that I can put them there. So this is Eric Paddock. Eric Paddock. Oh, let me spray some stuff because I'm not really okay. Alright, whoops, I got my cards all wet. I had to spray something. Alright, so Eric Paddock. Eric Paddock. So I want to see all around him. So, and I always like to see if they're the same people that, are these the same people? Let me put it far away so that you guys can see. Okay, his mother, a wealthy man, and thoughts. So a lot of these cards are the same. So I'm also going to use this deck, which is the Mildred Payne deck, to go on top of this. I'm still learning this Mildred Payne deck, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to put cards on top of this. Let's see. So, Eric Paddock. I need information to help. So, you know, I'm using these cards like they would be the charms, you know, to provide. I'm just going to start throwing things on here. Look at this cauldron's on the same woman it was on the other reading. I find that interesting. I find that very interesting. All right. So let's look. So his main issues, there's lovers. There's lovers. And it's upside down, so his knowledge, I'm thinking he knows something about his brother's love interest. His brother's lovers. He has some knowledge. And I don't think he wants to share it because this card is kind of upside down. It's the tree, which usually the tree means, let me see, what number is that? 31? To me, like a tree of knowledge. So this is saying strong growth, stability, reaching new heights. So the love relationship, the lovers, I don't know if it's his brothers, it's something going on with the lover's card. I don't know if it's his or he has a lover or if it's his brother's love interest. Because remember, these cards came out before. Also, him as a person. The 17, the fire card. Which the fire card was talking about destruction, consuming emotions, utter destructions, passion, creativity. Which is passion, creativity. That can go with that feminine energy too of the Empress. You know, the passion and creativity, but the destruction. Also, look at this main female. This is the same card that showed up in the brothers reading. And there's the cauldron. Okay, so the cauldron, we all know that I said before, to me, the cauldron, this is like my foresight, is like it's a mixture. To me, it's like alchemy, you know. It's like, you know, putting your, look at, for magical combinations, experimentations. That's what like a cauldron is. It's like alchemical. So there's that main female that had the same exact card. So the foundation, there's a false person. So someone, look at this card. There's a man that's not really revealing themselves on this. So there's a falseness. There's underneath everything, there's like a false person. And a 43, which is insights, searching for answers. So he has, this is like insights. He has some knowledge in regards to this false person, someone who's not pertaining to be who they are. I don't know who that is, but there's some information in regards to that. Great fortune. Remember, they have a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. And he bragged about it. And he has a lot, this thing right here is a lot of fear and temptations in regards to his great fortune. So there's something that has him in fear and in temptations. That's directly underneath him in regards to his money. You remember in the second interview, he was really, really laying it on strong about, you know, his brothers, the one who helped to make him wealthy, that, you know, his brother had money, $100,000 is nothing, this and that. So there's something that, you know, he's worried about his wealth in some areas. You know, maybe something, maybe somebody is going to shine a light, or he's afraid someone's going to shine a light to his wealth. There's a mature man in the sun. To me, the sun's all about like enlightenment, putting the light on something. Let's see what they have. Friendship, mental clarity, life, power. So there's a mature man, mental clarity, that has more insights. I don't know if their father is still alive or whatever, but there's more insights that this man has a lot more knowledge, an older man. You see there's a mature female there. A mature female. Was that his mother? But look at that. There's some deceit, some abuse in regards to this mature female. Also, this wealthy man shows up again. And with this wealthy man, is showing, it's directly on his head. So it's like directly up. So what's really his focus, his foundation, is worrying about his money. The fear of losing his great fortune or wealth. And then right above his head, like this was like someone who made their presence known, is the spider. And the spider, to me, it said feminine, extreme feminine energy manipulation. So that woman, these two right here, they know each other. Did this woman put him in the web too? Like he's now put in the web? And then right here, his thoughts. His thoughts are on, like, you know, I think his thoughts are thinking back. Like he said in the second interview, he was talking about his childhood. And how, you know, his brother, you know, took care of him and got him out of a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking he's thinking of his thoughts are going back to a thought of his childhood. So I'm not sure if that helps, but I want to see the brother. I want to see the relationship between them both. Because that's what I'm curious about. Because one day it seemed like they kind of had a hostile relationship. And then yesterday he was like all about sticking up for his brother. And it just was a weird, weird interview. So everything about this thing is just weird. It's just weird. And then I did see some video of like shooting from like a fourth window. I'm telling you, there was more than one shooter. There was two, I know definitely. One that, it could be three possibles. Two, I know definitely. One had a military background. So this is Eric Paddock. This is a situation between his brother. I'm going to draw 3 cards. A soul destiny. There's the family. Blending. So it's like the family is the source. So this is saying soul destiny, family, the source. This is the, well, love and light, but this is the source. And then diversity, blending, the source. Let's see. Well, this is Eric Paddock and his brother. I'm using this Hanson Roberts deck. Oh. There's like so much. His brother was so strange. Like, it was like strange, weird, odd behavior. And so different. Like someone flipped a switch. You know, there goes my little tinfoil hat. Is he like an MK Ultra? Are they like MK Ultra? You know, I really think the brother, I've said it many times, I think Stephen was like a trafficker or something. He was bringing in, I think all those guns in that room was for a deal, like an arms deal or something. I think he was a trafficker. I think he was a smuggler. People are, you know, thinking maybe he was CIA or something. So this is Stephen and Eric. Stephen and Eric, their relationship. I'm going to put Stephen on this side because he's the emperor, and then what was their relationship? The Empress. There was a loving relationship, you know. There was like a loving relationship. So from the first video when he was like, no, he really didn't care. You know, him and his brother wasn't communicating. That's a lot. They shared a lot. They, I think they had, I'm feeling very sensual energy too. So that's kind of strange. But I also feel like they shared in a lot, like wealth and abundance and family. They were family. Let's see. What does Eric think about his brother? What did he think? He felt his brother was kind of stingy. He felt, even though he was talking about on the thing that his brother was, helped him get wealthy himself, he felt that his brother was kind of stingy with things. Like maybe didn't share all the information, didn't share all, like, the financial tips, didn't share in all the money deals or whatever. He felt like or even in the casino, that his brother kept a lot of things to himself, that his brother didn't share very much. So, I mean, you know, even though he said his brother helped him become a millionaire, I think his brother wasn't very forthcoming with everything. Okay, how about Stephen? What did you feel in regards to your brother? He feels like he was the ruler of the brother. What he said goes. So justice is, you know, justice is blind, but, you know, justice is a thought. So I think that really he felt what he needs to go. I think he's also worried about his brother having some legal issues too. I think even right now he's still worried about his brother might have some legal issues. Some legal issues. Maybe a woman's going to be hot on his tail, like a lady lawyer or a judge, but he's kind of worried about his brother in some legal issues. In regards to this, I want to know what did you think in regards to your brother's business? He thought his business was kind of maybe kind of dangerous, you know, that his brother was constantly on the defense, that, you know, he was against many opponents. So he's feeling like his brother was constantly having things brought to him, that his brother was just like barely, you know, keeping it together. You know, it took both hands to keep these forces away. I think he knows more about his brother. I think that there is a business. I'm still thinking that there's trafficking, guns, stuff like that. Trafficking, maybe people, guns, drugs. I don't know, but stuff like that. And I think he thinks in his brother's businesses that he had a lot of things coming at him, and he was trying to keep things, you know, took both hands. Look at that. Took both hands to kind of keep these people, places, and things away. It was a balancing act. That it was kind of like dangerous. Okay, what did you feel about your business, Stephen? Stephen, to him, his business was very exciting. It was like very exciting. It was to him, it was very manly. It was very exciting. He was able to, you know, touch into his primal aspects. You know, the Knight of Rods just goes by instinct, not so much thought. So, you know, it's instant, you know, sex, drugs, rock and roll, just doing it. Yeah, it made him kind of primal, you know. I think, what do you feel about this, Eric, what do you feel about this shooting? This mass shooting that they're accusing your brother of doing? Okay. He got a message. What he feels about this is that he got a message to walk away. He got some message. He got a message from an unknown. As we look at that video, there's a hidden person. He got a message from a hidden person, and to walk away, to take what you have and walk away. He's holding a kind of staff thing, so take what you have and walk away. It ties into religion. I mean, not religion, emotions. These are cups. So you see he's not really focused on this or that. Even the message. He's just like, it looks like in this picture, like he's just giving in. You know, he's not facing it. He's just like, okay, I got the message. I'm going to do that. And this is just like trying to cover up himself as much as possible, walking away, you know, just walking away emotionally from it, or and look at the moon and the sun. There's a lot of secrets. He knows a lot more. And look at the Queen of Swords is in here too. There's a woman involved. He wants to walk away. He doesn't want to talk about this woman. This could be the girlfriend. He doesn't want to talk about what he knows about this girlfriend or what he knows about this woman. This woman has a lot more information. This Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords come out. He knows about this woman. There's also an unknown person was showing up in this card just like it showed up in that first. Okay, I'm going to try again. Let's see about you, Stephen, and about this shooting. The Ace of Rods. The Knight of Swords. Going forth on a plan. And the Seven of Cups. Confusion. There's that confusion. Remember I said there's a lot of confusion with him? But the Ace of Rods is putting something to action, going forth. And this is like, there's that Knight of Swords. I think there was some type of plan or some type of thing, but this Knight of Swords came in the mix. This Knight of Swords came in. This is a person. This Knight of Swords keeps showing up, and he went forth on this thing. And look at the big X. He X'd him out. This Knight of Swords killed him. He is kind of confused. You know, this is all about confusion. Like, so much is going on. Remember I said his mind is, like, confused. I think that there was some type of deal. I think that, but this guy carried out. He carried out with his knife. You know, he's military. He carried out. It's some confusion. Okay. I'm just going to draw 3 cards. What does the cards want me to know? He was, look at this betrayal, Seven of Swords is betrayal, a feeling of betrayal, someone getting away. Look at this smart little look, someone getting away, you know, leaving these two swords behind. Like, yeah, leaving this and taking the rest. There was some betrayal. What else do you want me to know? Look at betrayal in regards also with the woman for money. Remember I said that he felt very betrayed before when he came through about the girlfriend betrayed him for money? Yep. That led to the Tower event. The betrayal, the plan to go forth to get the money. The girl got the plan and she got the money. Led, look at this. The Tower event, which is that hotel. The hotel. The red. The emperor. Look at the Tower event. The crown. The emperor. The lightning. Destruction. Fallen to his death from that tower. Yeah. He had a head injury. He had a head injury. His thoughts wasn't clear. He was trying to hold remember I said, look at this one. This is still, they're going kind of hand in hand. You know, he was trying to, you know, hold up all these things at bay. And it was like he was still trying to hold position. Something was going on with him mentally. Something wasn't right. Something, he had some type of either intoxicated, drugged, hit in the head. Something with his mind isn't right. He also was killed in the head. He was shot himself, but that's standing up, defending oneself, you know, trying to hold on to your own defense, standing up. So that's a little bit, this has to do with Eric and Steven. So there's still more to go into it. This is just another little layer, and we'll try to add as we go. Like I said, there's some more readings that I have on Retta's Reading Room, on YouTube, on Facebook. Remember, in order to get accepted, there is mandatory 3 questions that you got to answer. If you don't answer them, we give you 24 hours to answer, and then we decline your request. Okay, you guys have a good day. I don't know how long this is going to take to upload. My internet has been acting crazy since I've uploaded the first Las Vegas video. On all my things, my internet has been acting crazy on all fronts. Alright, you guys have a good day. Bye. But there is a family issue. There is a family connection in between all of this. The brother knows a lot more. And probably the mother too.